Joyce, today is my sister's wedding. But I haven't seen you since morning. What in the world are you doing? Where are you right now? Are you still at home?
Hi, Carlos. I already left for the wedding. You were still sleeping, so I left a note on the table. Did you see it? It was right next to your coffee mug.
Well, a memo. I found it, but it was very vague. It didn't say much.
Like it was written on the note. I'm going to be picking up your sister's daughter, Monica. Then we'll all go to the wedding together. She's going to be the flower girl, you know?
Why did you have to go through the trouble of taking care of my sister's daughter? Why couldn't my sister just go to the wedding with Monica? Why did she have to ask you for help?
Apparently that's what they were planning at first. But apparently Monica started throwing a tantrum because she didn't like getting up early. But your sister has to get to the wedding on time. So she asked me to pick up Monica and get her ready.
I see. Monica likes you. She always listens to you, so my sister asked you for help. I get the situation now. But this is another reason why getting remarried when you already have children is such a hassle.
Carlos, don't say things like that. It's rude to your niece Monica as well. She's just a kid. She doesn't understand what's going on. Why not celebrate? It's your sister's wedding day after all. She's found love again. She's happy.
Yeah, I just said it. I didn't really mean it, you know. I'm happy for her too. I'm happy for them. But make sure you're not late to the wedding, alright? It's my sister's wedding. I don't want you to miss it.
Right. As soon as Monica and I have finished preparing, we'll depart for the wedding. We'll see you there. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll be there on time.
Seriously? Don't be late, alright? It's my sister's wedding. A big day for her. And it's also a big day for us.
Hello, Serena. I'm going to leave the house with your daughter and head to the wedding now. I'm looking forward to seeing you in your beautiful dress.
Hi, Joyce. Sorry I had to suddenly call you so early in the morning. My daughter Monica is very shy, but she seems to like you, so that's why I called. She started throwing a tantrum as soon as we got up. The only person I could think of who might be able to help was you. So thank you for coming over and picking her up.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. Today's a special day for you. So don't hesitate to tell me if there's anything you want me to do. I'm happy to help you in any way I can.
Thanks, Joyce. I wouldn't know what I would have done without you. You're such a good friend and a wonderful person.
All right, then. We'll see you at the wedding. I'm sure it will be a lovely ceremony and a memorable occasion.
Yep. Take care on your way, though. And of course, take care of Monica for me. She can be a handful sometimes, but she's a sweet girl.
Yeah, don't worry, Serena. She's in safe hands with me. I'll make sure she has fun and behaves well. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Hey, Carlos. Did Monica and Joyce arrive at the wedding venue yet? I haven't seen them, but my house is only a 50-minute train ride from here, and they should be here by now. The ceremony is about to start, and I'm getting worried.
What? I thought that Joyce went to your room to give you Monica or something. She isn't there? I haven't seen her as well. She's not answering my calls or texts either.
No, she isn't. I thought that she would be coming here by train, so I texted her. But all my texts remain unread. I tried calling her too, of course, but she wouldn't answer. Did you hear anything from her? Did she tell you where she was going?
No, I didn't hear anything. What in the world is she doing? I told her specifically not to be late. She's probably taking some sort of detour or something. That woman. She's always so irresponsible and careless. Let me call her. Don't worry, Serena. I'll make sure that they'll be there on time. It's a 50-minute train ride from your house to the wedding venue, right? Shouldn't she already be here? That woman. She always makes me angry and stressed.
Oh my god, Carlos? I heard that Joyce got into an accident.
Yeah, I just got a call from the police as well. Apparently, a car ignored the red light and was about to hit a child, and Joyce jumped between her and the car.
What? Oh my god, is she alright?
It seems the kid was safe, but Joyce was injured. I told the person who called me to send Joyce to the wedding as soon as she gets treatment for her injuries.
Huh? You told her to come back, but didn't she get hit by a car? I don't think she'll be able to come to the wedding anymore, Carlos.
What are you talking about? Of course, you can come to the wedding. Knowing Joyce, she's probably just making a big deal out of this. Look at me. I sacrificed myself to save a child. I'm the hero, so don't mind if I come to the wedding. The guy on the other hand said it was impossible to for some reason. Would you believe it? Well, the world is she doing right now? To think that she almost got your door in an accident. Even if it was only temporary, she was responsible for your daughter as a guardian and as her nephew.
Carlos, but didn't Joyce just save Monica? I don't get what you're trying to say right now.
I'm trying to say that Joyce is just making a big deal out of this. And now is refusing to come to the wedding because she thinks she's some sort of hero. But I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm gonna talk some sense into her and tell her to come to the wedding immediately.
But didn't you hear that she was taken away to a hospital? Of course, I'm worried about my daughter as well, but I'm also worried about your wife, Joyce, who could have been seriously injured protecting my daughter.
What do you mean? She was protecting your daughter? If anything, she was endangering your daughter by walking off like that. But even if she was injured, the wedding of a family member is of utmost importance. So you just have to come even then. What is she thinking? Getting into an accident on such a happy day? Is she trying to ruin your wedding or something? I thought the two of you got along, but apparently not.
Carlos, listen to me. What you're saying is nonsense. Your wife is not going to be able to make it to my wedding, and you're not going to tell her otherwise. In fact, you should go and visit her in the hospital yourself.
Why would I do that? She's just exaggerating with the ambulance and stuff. Hold on, I'll tell her to come to the wedding with Monica immediately.
What? Hold on. I said don't tell her anything strange.
Hey Joyce, what do you think you're doing getting into an accident like that? Didn't I specifically tell you not to be late for my sister's wedding? Are you saying you're not going to be able to come just because you got into an accident saving a child? Wait, don't tell me that the money that was supposed to be my sister's wedding gift will be used for your hospitalization expenses. Is it? Hospitalization expenses are a waste of money. Come to the wedding right now. You're trying to ignore my messages, right? How dare you? Are you deliberately ignoring my calls and texts or something? I'm not joking around, Joyce. Do you have any intention of ruining my sister's special day or something? I told you to come here right away. Do you hear me? What are you waiting for?
Hey, Carlos. What on earth do you think you're doing by sending those rude texts to Joyce?
What's the matter, Serena? Why do you sound so angry and annoyed with me?
What were those awful texts that you sent to Joyce? Don't you have any compassion or empathy? Heck, it's not just that you're heartless, but you're also a complete idiot. How in the world is she supposed to come to the wedding when she's just been involved in a terrible car accident? I'd like to see you try to do it.
What? You saw the text message I sent Joyce? How did you see it? What are you talking about?
Yes, I did. I have her smartphone with me after all.
Huh? Why do you have her smartphone in your possession?
I'm at the hospital where Joyce was rushed to right now. Luckily, Or unluckily, depending on your perspective, the hospital was only a 5-minute walk away from the wedding venue. So I came here as soon as I heard what happened to her. You should come here right now as well.
Hold on, Serena. I'll stop with the jokes. You can't just abandon the wedding when you're the bride. The wedding is going to be called off if you're not there.
Yes, I intend on canceling the wedding. Don't you comprehend that there are more urgent and important things right now than my wedding? Are you really that stupid?
Huh? Are you out of your mind, Serena? Are you serious? I know Joyce got into an accident and all, but you shouldn't trust her. She's probably just exaggerating because she got a big ego for saving some random child. Just because she saved some child doesn't make her a hero, you know. She can just cancel her plans to attend the wedding.
What do you mean she's exaggerating when she's lying in front of me right now? Also, what do you mean by saying that she saved some child?
To put it simply, I'm just furious at her for causing such chaos on your wedding day. What on earth was she thinking? Getting into an accident like this? She should have just minded her own business and not to try to be the hero or something.
What did you just say? She should have minded her own business. But if Joyce hadn't jumped in front of her and the car, this would have been a lot more severe. Don't you understand that?
Oh, that's not our concern. It doesn't change the fact that she still caused a huge disturbance when she could have just stayed put and come to the wedding.
Why are you so insensitive, Carlos? That's my daughter you're talking about.
Huh? Excuse me? What do you mean?
Honestly, did you seriously not realize that until now, you moron?
That's what you're trying to say, is that?
If Joyce hadn't jumped between the car and Monica, then Monica might have died.
What? So the child that Joyce saved from being run over by a car was Monica?
Yes, stupid. Seriously, have you not been paying attention to my texts? Even a 3-year-old would have grasped it. Joyce was seriously injured because she saved my daughter from a car accident. Fortunately, Joyce is going to make a full recovery, but it's still a serious injury that requires hospitalization.
Seriously? So she did that? I thought that Joyce had wandered off without Monica and saved a random child trying to act like a hero.
Even if it wasn't my daughter, this would have still been extremely grave. And Joyce isn't trying to be a hero. She is a hero. Besides, why on earth are you acting all shocked? I thought the police informed you about what happened. Did they not tell you that the child she saved was Monica?
Oh, now that you mention it, I vaguely recall them saying something along those lines. I suppose I was too caught up in my own fantasies to pay attention.
I see. Well, that explains a lot. By the way, do you have any idea who was behind the wheel of the car that hit them?
How on earth would I know that? And how on earth do you know that, for that matter?
The police came to Joyce's hospital room and told me everything. It turns out that the person who ran over Joyce was none other than Lena.
What? You must be joking. Which Lena are you referring to? Because there are plenty of Lenas in the world. You know.
Don't play dumb with me, Carlos. I'm talking about your ex-girlfriend, Lena.
Are you serious?
You were having an affair with Alina behind your wife's back, weren't you?
Don't be ridiculous, Serena. What on earth are you talking about?
How did I find out, you wonder? Well, let me tell you. The police checked Lena's smartphone to see if she was distracted by texting while driving. And lo and behold, she was. That's when they discovered that she was texting someone named Carlos, who coincidentally happened to be the name of the husband of the woman who just got into a horrific accident. The police asked me if I knew anything about this, and of course I didn't. That's how I learned the truth. Oh, and I also have a theory about what happened this morning. I think I asked Joyce to look after Monica for me. And so you two left for the wedding venue separately. You were texting Lena on your way there, right? That's probably why she missed the red light and nearly killed Monica in the first place.
Hey, that's not fair. I didn't know she was driving.
Maybe not directly, but that's beside the point. Even if you had nothing to do with the accident, it doesn't change the fact that you betrayed Joyce. I don't want to meddle in your marital problems, but I'm pretty sure Joyce is going to leave you. Anyway, while you were texting Lena on your way to my wedding, she suddenly stopped texting you. But knowing you, you probably got angry when she stopped answering. I don't have to tell you that she stopped answering because she was arrested by the police, right? That bitch tried to escape the scene. Anyway, you got angry that she stopped answering, and then you found out that Joyce was in the hospital. And so you unleashed your fury on Joyce and said all those horrible things.
Look, I had no clue. I didn't know Lena was involved when I sent those texts to Joyce. You have a smartphone and you can see my chat with her, right? Did you erase those texts I sent earlier? Please, Serena, I'm begging you as my brother.
Sorry, but I'm not going to cover up your mistakes for you, Carlos. Besides, don't you feel any remorse for what you did? I'm not going to let you off the hook, Carlos. It was your fault that Joyce got severely injured. If she hadn't jumped in front of that car, do you realize what could have happened to my daughter? I'm not going to forgive you for this. I'm going to make sure you suffer for what you've done.
But how was I supposed to know Lena would hit Joyce? This is just a tragic coincidence. I understand now that Joyce wasn't just trying to be a hero. And I'm not angry at her anymore. Nobody's to blame here. Serena, we should just move on with our lives and act like nothing ever happened. Besides, Lena shouldn't have been texting while driving. It's not my fault that she has no respect for traffic laws.
Well, I guess it was extremely bad luck. I mean, if I hadn't called Joyce over to my place to take care of Monica for me, or if Lena hadn't happened to be at that exact place at that exact time, nothing would have ever happened. Actually, no. You would have continued meeting with Lena behind Joyce's back, which isn't good, but that's not the point. The point is that your trash brother trying to get your wife to come to the wedding after she was just seriously injured, saving my daughter. I've had enough of you. Bye. You'll get what you deserve later.
But god damn it. Joyce, what the hell is this? Is this some kind of joke? Did you send me a lawyer? Do you want to divorce me? How can you do this to me? I'm not going to sign any papers. I already ended things with Lena, so why can't you just let it go and move on with your life? You women are so unreasonable. I'm not going to divorce you, and I'm not going to give you a dime. Hey Joyce, come on, answer me. Don't you see what I'm going through? Lena's husband is suing me for alimony. And on top of that, I'm being blamed for the wedding's cancellation, and my sister is forcing me to pay for half of the damages. I can't believe how much money I'm going to lose because of this, so please, don't divorce me. Don't make me pay you alimony too. Please, I don't want to lose you, Joyce. Let's work this out together. Oh, by the way, I heard that my sister is planning to have another wedding ceremony in 3 months. Why don't we patch things up by then and go to the wedding as a couple? Don't you think it would be awesome to surprise everyone by telling them that we reconciled? It would be so heartwarming, right? Don't you agree that this is a brilliant idea?
What on earth are you thinking? Work out together? Don't make me laugh. You cheated on me, And now you want me to go with you to the wedding?
Joyce, finally! I'm so glad you finally replied. I know I said some terrible things to you after you got into that accident on the day of the wedding, but I was just angry and confused. I'm truly sorry for what I said. And I realize now that you're a real hero. I'm so proud of you, and I think you're the best wife a man could ever have.
Carlos, you don't get it, do you? You cheated on me, and you broke my trust. And even when I was in the hospital, all you did was get angry at me. So we're getting a divorce. End of story. If you need anything, please contact my lawyer.
What?
Your sister is typing these texts for me because I can't do it myself. She came to visit me in the hospital.
Serena? What are you doing there? Why are you visiting Joyce?
I can only text right now because your sister is here. Didn't you get that? I fractured my right arm, and now it's in a sling. You have some nerve demanding me to reply to your texts.
But I tried to come visit you in the hospital. But they said that you were moved.
Yeah, the only reason they moved me was because you tried to barge in, even though you were prohibited from seeing me. Besides, did you really think that you could visit me after what you did? Come on, Carlos. Try to be a little more aware of what's happening around you. I'll say it again. Contact my lawyer from now on.
It wasn't my fault that you were hit by a car. How was I supposed to know that Lena was driving? This is all her fault.
I don't care. It doesn't change the fact that you were unfaithful to me, and that you also tried to pressure me into coming to the wedding, even though I'm in pain. You repulse me, Carlos. I'm going to block this number now.
Wait, hold on. Don't block me, Joyce. I still have more things I need to say to you.
First, I made Lena, Carlos's ex-girlfriend, pay me 2 alimonies. One for crashing into me with her car, and one for sleeping with Carlos behind my back. She had to borrow money from loan sharks to pay me, and now she works day and night at multiple jobs, or so I heard. Carlos, on the other hand, stormed into the hospital near our home looking for me. He must have assumed that I was there, but I anticipated his move, so I had myself transferred to a different hospital. He didn't see that coming. He threw a tantrum at the hospital's reception, yelling at the staff to tell him my whereabouts. The police had to intervene and drag him away. He was let go, but not long after that, we finalized our divorce. Of course, Carlos's family disowned him after the scandal, and he also had to pay a fine to the hospital for disturbing the peace. Carlos whined about being broke, and he took on huge debts, not realizing that he would only sink deeper into the hole. Honestly, I don't know what I ever saw in that man. He has the intelligence and maturity of a toddler,